How many of you would like to learn a new organizational structure? Well, the motivated sequence is a type of persuasive organizational structure, and it is designed for short-term campaigns because the focus is to change in behavior, not to change beliefs or values or attitudes. Those are much more difficult to change, but change in behavior is a little bit less challenging in a short 5-minute speech. There are 5 steps to this structure. Attention should look familiar to you. Need, satisfaction, visualization, and action. Starting with attention, this is part of the intro. You're going to hook the audience like you always have before, with a story, a fact, a quote. You're just gaining attention for that first step. The next step is the need, and that is going to be point number 1. And that's a statement of the problem. What's the issue? What's the need? So you're being clear and succinct. It's an exploration of a problem. So you're stating what the problem is. So this is a linear sequential organizational structure where each of these steps are in place to help drive the audience to a particular call to action eventually. So point number 2 is going to be the next step in the sequence, which is satisfaction. So what is the answer to the problem? What will help demonstrate a clear response to the need? So you're laying out the problem, then a solution, essentially. Okay, so need is the problem, satisfaction is the solution. Then you want to help the audience visualize. So visualization is helping the audience imagine the benefits of what you're telling them to do. So how wonderful things will be or how horrible things will be. You can give the pros or cons. Just be a little bit careful because it can get into fallacious reasoning territory. So be aware of not being too hyperbolic, but give a little bit of information about how wonderful things will be. Imagine how great the world will be if you adopt this particular solution. So it's just reinforcing the previous steps. The final step is action or conclusion. So a specific call to action. What do you want the audience to do? Because you're trying to get them to change behavior, not attitudes, values, or beliefs. So what would you like them to do? Go vote, sign a petition, take a pamphlet, email state reps. Depends on what you want them to do. So you might ask them to take a survey, do an audience survey. You can measure the efficacy of the speech by seeing how many people take a pamphlet or by how many people sign your petition. You are not required for this assignment to have a pamphlet or handout, but just make sure to give them a clear action, what we can do. Okay, and with these charities, it might be donate a certain item or volunteer a certain amount of hours. Okay, so there will be some different ways that you might get us to take a particular action. Let me know if you have questions.